A family spanning 3 generations has always worked hard. They never had any debts, never wasted money. Yet strangely, every time they saved up some money, it would quickly vanish, one thing after another. Their house always felt gloomy and heavy. No matter how much they cleaned, it still felt suffocating. Outsiders looking in might think they are just unlucky, but the truth lies much deeper than that. They are living in a home with reversed energy flow, a place where wealth cannot gather and blessings slowly fade away. In Feng Shui, every house is like a living body, with energy flowing through it, like blood through veins. If that flow is blocked or moves in the wrong direction, wealth becomes hard to hold on to, health begins to decline, emotions become unsettled, and blessings gradually wear thin. Just one misplaced mirror, a blocked hallway, or a lack of light can be enough to turn a home into a dwelling for poverty energy. In this video, we are going to uncover the 3 most serious Feng Shui mistakes, deep-rooted reasons why so many people stay stuck in poverty despite their hard work. More importantly, you will learn simple ways to fix these problems so that energy can flow freely again, turning your home into a space that welcomes wealth, holds on to good fortune, and brings luck back into your life. Before we get started, go ahead and leave a comment to activate your wealth energy. I am opening the path for prosperity and blessings to flow into my life. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel, so every week we can keep discovering more Feng Shui secrets, where the invisible forces shape our very visible destinies. So, what exactly are these mistakes? Let us now take a closer look at each of them to clearly see the 3 major energy blockages that many families unknowingly create within their own living space. The first mistake: letting your mind be influenced by other people's energy flow. There is one thing that few people truly realize: each individual and each family has their own unique energy field, much like a fingerprint. No two are the same. Yet many people go through life living under someone else's energetic influence. Their minds are led by others, their habits shaped by outside forces, and unconsciously they drift further and further away from the energy path that actually belongs to them. In everyday life, this shows up in many ways. Some people see a friend investing in a certain field, and they instantly pour their money in without considering whether that direction might actually open up a positive energy flow for them. Others see their neighbor placing a statue of the god of wealth and rush to buy the exact same one, putting it in the same spot, hoping to share the good fortune. But in Feng Shui, this is the very beginning of energetic misalignment, because energy cannot be borrowed, and no one can ride on another person's luck. Every house and every homeowner has their own energy channel, shaped by the home's orientation, the owner's birth year, elemental alignment, and surrounding environment. When you try to copy someone else's layout or habits without understanding how they align with your own energy, your internal flow gets disrupted. It is like forcing 2 rivers to flow in opposite directions through the same pipe energy. Collides, conflicts arise, and instead of attracting wealth, the energy repels it. There are houses that look nearly identical, same orientation, same decor, same Feng Shui items, but one flourishes with abundance, while the other constantly faces hardship. The difference lies in the energetic frequency of the people who live there. The person living in the house is the core energy, the central point that emits and governs the surrounding field. If their mind is still uncertain and unclear about what they truly want, the energy in the home will waver as well. And when that energy is influenced by outside forces, wealth loses its direction and cannot take shape. In Feng Shui, this is called disordered personal energy, when a person cannot control their own energetic field and is easily swayed by emotions, advice, or the success of others. The internal energy becomes chaotic without a clear center. Like wind without direction, the moment a stronger force passes through, everything is swept away. Take a moment to reflect. Many people remain stuck in poverty, not because they do not try hard enough, but because every decision they make is controlled by what their friends say, by trends, by whatever they see gaining popularity. In contrast, those who understand Feng Shui always begin with their own energy, defining their elemental nature, their house's direction, and how their living space interacts with various factors. A simple example: the same God of Wealth statue might enhance prosperity if placed in the southeast for someone with a wood element, but for someone with an earth element, that position creates conflict and causes the energy to push back, making it hard to retain wealth. Similarly, a fish tank placed in the right position can activate financial movement, but in the wrong location, especially in a major negative sector, the water or water energy may sweep away the home's prosperous energy entirely. Feng Shui does not forbid learning from others, but it does warn against copying energy. When you imitate without understanding the root, you dilute your own energy field. Every home must have its own rhythm, just as every heart has its unique beat. Forcing yourself to live by someone else's rhythm will eventually drain your energetic body. Correcting this mistake is not difficult, but it requires a conscious awareness of your personal energy. Before applying any advice or Feng Shui tip, ask yourself, does this align with my energy? Does it make me feel at ease in this space? The right energy always brings a sense of lightness, ease, and peace. If something feels heavy, uncomfortable, or tight, it is a clear sign that the energy is off. The golden rule here is, what works for others does not necessarily work for you. Feng Shui is not about imitation. It is the art of understanding and harmonizing your personal energy with the energy of your space. When a person and their home breathe in the same rhythm, prosperity will naturally take shape, like water finding its path and flowing endlessly. And when the mind becomes steady and no longer gets swept up by outside energies, personal energy begins to stabilize. At that point, everything around you, your work, relationships, and finances starts to align. Because true Feng Shui always begins with inner calm and self-awareness. The second mistake: refusing to pay the price to change your living space. Many people want to shift their destiny, become wealthy, and attract prosperity, but they are unwilling to change the space they live in every day. They hope that wealth will come, yet live surrounded by broken furniture, poor lighting, stale air, and dusty corners. In Feng Shui, this is a clear sign of energy blockage, where life force cannot circulate, and wealth energy cannot even enter the door. Some people hang on to a broken table because it still works for now, or keep an old chair, or a damaged memento, simply because it would be a waste to throw it away. But what they do not realize is that these items are holding on to old stagnant energy that has lost its vitality and now only brings heaviness and energetic stagnation. When such energy accumulates for too long, it becomes a Feng Shui black hole, a place that drains life force, weakens the home's fortune, and causes wealth to slowly slip away. A dark home with poor lighting or lack of ventilation is another clear sign of energetic stagnation. In Feng Shui, light represents yang energy, the life force of movement and vitality. When light is lacking, yang energy declines, yin energy rises, and the space feels heavy. People living in such an environment often feel tired, unmotivated, and unable to maintain a positive mindset. A dim home is like a body without oxygen. Everything slows down, including your luck. The habit of making do or saying it is fine for now, or we will fix it later, is a strong reflection of low-energy thinking. In Feng Shui, temporary means incomplete, and anything incomplete cannot generate prosperity. When energy flow is fragmented or broken, fortune cannot connect or form a continuous stream. In reality, those who live with Feng Shui awareness understand that investing in your living space is investing in your own energy. Every time you clean, organize, or repair something, you are releasing old energy and inviting new energy in. When energy flows freely, life force returns, and so does prosperity. To fix this mistake, what you need most is not money. It is the willingness to reawaken the flow of energy in your space. Start by cleaning out long neglected corners. Then completely get rid of broken or useless items. Finally, activate energy movement by hanging wind chimes near the entrance, placing a mirror to reflect light, or using a water feature to stimulate energy circulation. When your home is bright, tidy, and balanced, energy flows naturally without resistance. People living in such an environment feel more at ease, think more clearly, and gradually rebuild positive energy. A clean house is the foundation for clean energy. The third mistake: chasing quick wealth and focusing too much on appearances. Some homes at first glance seem dazzling: bright lights, luxurious furnishings, Feng Shui items placed everywhere, statues of the god of wealth, money frogs, crystals, aquariums, wine chimes, golden towers. But the longer you stay, the more you feel a heavy, chaotic atmosphere with no balance, no center. This is a textbook case of energy overload and chaos, one of the biggest Feng Shui mistakes people make when they are overly eager to get rich. In life, people often believe that if they just add enough lucky items, their fortune will improve. But Feng Shui is not about adding more. It is about placing things in the right place, in the right direction, at the right time. When Feng Shui objects are overused, the house becomes an energetic battleground, like an orchestra where every instrument plays at once, with no rhythm, resulting in noise instead of harmony. Those who want to look rich often go for big, flashy, colorful items, thinking that shows abundance. But energetically, this kind of display generates excessive heat. Too much yang energy burns through the balance of yin and yang. When yang rises uncontrollably, yin is suppressed, causing instability in the home. At that point, wealth energy no longer flows smoothly, it scatters. Money comes and goes, and wealth cannot stay. In Feng Shui, every item, every color, every material belongs to one of the 5 elements. Metal generates water. Water generates wood. Wood feeds fire. Fire creates earth. But if placed incorrectly, what should support ends up clashing. For example, a fish tank placed in the fire sector instead of bringing wealth creates energetic conflict. Water clashes with fire, resulting in reversed energy, which causes financial instability. Or placing too many stones or crystals in the living room. Excess earth energy weighs the space down, causing people to feel pressure and stress. Another common mistake is mixing too many different Feng Shui items all at once. Each item carries its own frequency and purpose. When they are placed together without balance, their energies do not support. They collide and cancel each other out. Instead of gathering prosperity, the home disperses energy. luck becomes fragmented and cannot form a steady stream. That is why some homes are full of wealth symbols, yet the owners still struggle financially. In Feng Shui, appearances can never replace true energetic harmony. The more you decorate and pile on items, the more your energy becomes scattered. Ironically, the most energetically prosperous homes are often the simplest. Soft colors, balanced lighting, carefully placed objects, and every corner has room to breathe. Energy flows naturally with ease, not forced or blocked. Prosperity does not come from flashiness, but from balance and calm within. Feng Shui holds a powerful truth. Energy gathers in stillness. Wealth is born in harmony. In other words, fortune cannot exist in chaos. When the energy in a house is too intense or too weak, it leads to disruption. Like a river blocked by debris, water overflows instead of flowing smoothly. A house overloaded with symbols and clutter becomes that very river, full of obstacles with no clear path for wealth energy to settle. To correct this mistake, Feng Shui does not ask you to live in hardship. Instead, it invites you to return to intentional simplicity. Keep only what is truly meaningful items that carry positive energy and align with your element, your home's orientation, and your emotional state. Just one right item in the right place can guide energy. Adding more only scatters it. A balanced home always has harmony between full and empty. Space needs rest points just as people need mental breaks. Let your home have open areas, natural light, and gentle movement. That is how you keep the energy flexible and free. Feng Shui is not about making things look pretty. It is the art of creating balance between form and energy. One item in the right spot is worth more than 10 in the wrong place. A simple but harmonious home will always be more powerful than a flashy but chaotic one. Because true fortune is not about how many things you have, but about the purity of your energy. When people learn to simplify, to keep what matters, and let go of the rest, natural energy becomes clear, flexible, and lasting, and that is the true foundation of wealth. Understanding these 3 mistakes is just the beginning. What matters more is knowing how to set up your space in a way that truly activates the flow of wealth energy and sustains it over time. That is where the golden rules of Feng Shui for abundance come into play. First, a home must be bright, airy, and clean. Light is the life force of a home. It symbolizes yang energy, the energy of growth and vitality. A bright home does not just feel more spacious, it opens the path for positive energy to circulate. In Feng Shui, natural light is considered the lifeblood of prosperity energy. When light spreads evenly throughout a space, dark corners disappear, and there is no place for stagnant or negative energy to hide. Spaces like the entrance, the living room, and the central area of the house should be prioritized when it comes to lighting. These are the 3 main zones where energy flows in and out, most strongly influencing how all energy moves inside the home. A front door that is bright and clean allows wealth energy to flow directly in without resistance or scattering. Airy means the air in the house moves gently and freely without being trapped or compressed. If airflow is blocked, even slightly, it becomes difficult for wealth energy to settle. Ventilation comes not only from opening windows, but also from smart furniture placement that allows energy to flow naturally. Avoid blocking walkways or placing large items in the middle of circulation paths. A home that breathes creates a sense of comfort, and that feeling is the sign of vibrant life energy at work. Clean in Feng Shui means energy that is pure and free from energetic clutter. A clean space allows energy to move smoothly and evenly. Just like water, prosperity energy only flows through clean channels. When the house is dirty and the air is stale, wealth energy cannot enter. So cleaning is not just about hygiene. It is a way to purify the energy so that your home can absorb new blessings. Second, objects in the home must be minimal, purposeful, and energetically aligned. This principle revolves around the idea that energy needs space to flow. If your home is crowded with too many things, energy gets stuck, leading to stagnation. A tidy room not only feels more pleasant to live in, but also helps energy flow smoothly, and that is essential for prosperity to take root. Minimal does not mean empty. It means only keeping items that are truly useful or that carry positive energy. Every object in your home holds a piece of your energy. When you hold on to useless items, you are unknowingly storing old, heavy energy, which drags down the energy field of the whole house. Purposeful refers to the correct orientation and placement of items based on their function and energy. A workspace needs lively energy, so place items with metal or water elements to encourage focus and flow. Resting areas need calmness, so choose wood or earth elements to stabilize and ground the space. Placing the wrong type of energy in the wrong area creates conflict and chaos, affecting both your mental well-being and your health. Aligned means a match between the object's energy and the energy of the homeowner. Something might look beautiful, but if its color or material clashes with your elemental makeup, it emits a frequency that moves against you and blocks your good luck. The right object is one that creates harmony. It should look calming and feel good to be around. That is how you know the energy is flowing in the right direction. Third, true prosperity only lasts when there is balance, not clutter. Feng Shui is the art of balance between yin and yang light, and shadow movement, and stillness, full and empty. When any element becomes excessive energy, falls out of harmony, and wealth energy becomes scattered. Some people think that the more Feng Shui objects they add, the more fortune they will attract. But the truth is, the more energy is crammed into a space, the more easily it becomes diluted and dispersed. Balance does not mean perfect symmetry. It is about an energetic harmony that you can feel. A room with soft lighting, calming colors, a comfortable temperature and soothing sound, that is where energy finds stability. In such a space, people feel calm, focused and rested, and that is the clearest sign that wealth energy is gathering. People who understand Feng Shui do not try to collect wealth. They know how to keep energy flowing without letting it escape. Just like a river needs banks to hold its water, energy needs boundaries to maintain its power. If your space is too messy, prosperity will flow out. If it is too rigid, energy becomes trapped. Balance is the middle path where energy moves freely, but remains contained. Grasping these core principles lays the foundation. But to truly bring prosperity into daily life, you need subtle, effective techniques to activate energy. A time-tested method is placing a bowl of salt or salt water in dark corners of your home. Salt is known for absorbing negative energy. These energies tend to gather in low-light areas behind doors, in corners, or under furniture. Use a glass or ceramic bowl, fill it 2/3 with salt, then add water to the top. This mix neutralizes stagnant energy and keeps the space energetically clean. Replace the bowl every few days and notice how the space feels lighter and more vibrant. After clearing stale energy, the next step is to invite in fresh life force. The easiest way is by adding plants. Snake plants, money trees, or pothos are great choices. They are low maintenance and bring steady vital energy. In Feng Shui, green plants symbolize growth and transformation. Placed near a window or in the wealth corner, plants do more than beautify. They act as the lungs of your home, keeping energy fresh and flowing. A thriving plant signals healthy energy. To truly welcome abundance, Feng Shui emphasizes the front door, the mouth of energy. It is where energy enters the home. A small placement here can make a big impact. One traditional method is placing 3 coins tied with red or gold string at the entrance, with the side showing characters facing up. Tuck them under the doormat or right at the threshold. The round shape symbolizes heaven. The square hole represents earth together. They harmonize heaven, earth, and humanity. Each time the door opens, the movement activates energy, inviting wealth inside. Feng Shui is not superstition. It is the art of understanding energy and creating harmony with your surroundings. Every home has its own spirit, and the people inside are the energy's guiding force. When your space is thoughtfully arranged, your mind is calm and energy is balanced. Health, wealth, and peace naturally follow. True abundance does not come from hoarding lucky charms. It grows from mindfulness in daily habits, keeping your home clean, your heart light, and living in gratitude. When you fill your space with light, clarity, and calm, you plant the seeds of future blessings. Every time you open a door, wipe a surface, tend a plant, or tidy a room, you are aligning with your destiny. Wealth is not just in the bank, it is in the peace you feel when your home radiates life and balance. If you are listening to this right now, take a moment to affirm, with a sincere heart, your connection to the energy of abundance. I open the door to welcome prosperity into my home, allowing blessings to flow through every part of my living space. Keep your home and your spirit clear and bright, because when energy flows freely, the home thrives. And when your heart is clear, your destiny opens. And if you believe that even the smallest details can hold great secrets, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and continue this journey of discovering the magical Feng Shui stories hidden within every home.